Hi everybody, and it's a Christmas Eve. I'm in the UK, made it here through the with a window of opening from France to travel across the country and then into the UK. And having got here, I'm now in quite a strict lockdown, and lots of uncertainty about how to return. However, I will have a COVID test coming today, because that's one of the conditions, is to have a negative COVID test and to find a ferry that's running back. Nevertheless, it's just bliss to be here and to be able to have time with my son, my daughter-in-law, and my grandkids. So it's quite a few years since I've had Christmas with them, and their delight about the magic of Christmas is just so very special to witness. And I'm making this message to say, I know not all of you celebrate Christmas as such, but just to say that whatever this time of the year represents for you, that I wish you a very special, a very loving, a very hopeful time. And to thank you. So many of you have joined me on programs this year. So right almost in the beginning of the lockdown that we had in France, which has been really extreme, I started to run the online programs, and I've lost track of how many people, but it's certainly a few hundred people have come through programs. And remarkable that you've taken this opportunity to explore, to develop yourselves, to say yes to a different way of training, which from my perspective, and I believe yours as well, has turned out to be quite remarkable. I wasn't sure how we would achieve that kind of intimacy and experiential style that we do in person, and yet we have. And the standards of what have been achieved, the quality of the learning has been remarkable. But more than anything, you joined me in my home in France, and I've been on my own there for most of that lockdown period since March. Very unusually, normally I'd be traveling. And I want you to know how very special it was to have you join me in my home and how significant that was. I like my own company. I love solitude. However, I suspect it wouldn't have been nearly as special if I hadn't had your company throughout those months. And the joy of witnessing your learning and my learning. So it's been an incredible learning journey, not only to explore the ways in which we use Zoom, but to explore the ways in which we just use all the opportunities that we have in this new normal, this new world, this new way of being, which is constantly evolving. So the delight in, I mean, people say, you know, when are you going back to work or when are you retiring? And for me, it isn't like work. When I sit down and when I have sat down with you in the afternoons, you know, often after maybe a morning of cycling or log piling or gardening, I've got some tremendous Brussels sprouts, which I should have brought with me to the UK because I think they'd be as valuable as gold right here now. Yes, it's just when I sat down with you, it was an oasis. And so it isn't like work, it's what I love. It's what I love doing, it's what I choose to do. And that's what I wish for all of you who have been in my company, who have trained with me, that you find the way to use your very unique talents and to do what you love, and to enjoy that, to have fun with that. So this is a big Christmas message to say thank you so much to you all. Your love, your encouragement, your feedback, your ability to connect with each other across all the boundaries and the cultures in the world. I mean, we've had people, you know, from Canada, from Australia, from Korea, just the extremes. And that's been so special to know that we can connect in this way, no matter what boundaries or barriers country leaders might put in place. We can supersede those, and we supersede those and learn together. And that's what I wish, is to keep supporting communities of people who live together, learning, trusting, with kindness and humour. So have a wonderful time wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and enjoy the unfolding of what is happening and what will happen in the coming year. And wish me luck getting back to France eventually, although I love being here.